Hello, my fiery Aries friends, and welcome to my channel. I am Ivy Rose with Creatively Ivy Rose Oracle Readings. Now, this is a general reading for all of my Aries out there, so it may resonate with you, but it may not. But if it does, please like and subscribe, as it'll help me to pick up on all of your energy for future readings. Now, all the Oracle decks that I'm going to be using today are here on my table, but I will also provide links in the descriptions below where you can find and purchase each one. And I also offer personal readings, so the link to my personal Etsy shop will be listed below. All right, before we get into it, I have a couple of announcements. So the first one is that I have a new fur baby, a little cat who has some really bad allergies. So if you hear any weird sounds in the background, she's actually up and about right now, so you might hear her playing with some toys as well. I apologize. But if any of you have any suggestions for natural remedies or anything that could help little kitty cats with allergies, please let me know in the comments below, as that would be so helpful right now because it pains me to hear her this way. And also, if you'll notice, my camera angle has changed and has slightly been elevated a little bit, and that is because I've gotten some feedback that you all could not see my shuffles when I was doing them, and that's kind of disappointing, seeing as the shuffles are very exciting because the cards just fly out of the deck, and it also shows that I'm not doing it myself. So if any of you have any positive comments, feedback, any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below, as well, as my channel is still budding and growing, and that would be so helpful to my growth. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and get into your reading for our mid-month check-in in October. So the first deck that we're going to be starting off with is the Beyond Lemuria deck. The front has some beautiful, beautiful artwork on it, and I love this deck. The cards are a good size. And on the back, we have the explanation so that we don't have to use a book, and it makes it a lot easier to use these cards. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and get some cards for your mid-month check-in. Spirit, what do you have for Aries for their mid-month check-in for October? And I also cannot promise that neither one of my cats will make an appearance on this table today because they love sitting up here even though they know they shouldn't. Cats, right? All right, Spirit, let's go ahead and get some cards for Aries for their mid-month check-in. What do we have for Aries? Oh, that's a beautiful card. Wow. Oh, now you all want to pop out, I see. Oh my gosh. Aries, we've got some messages for you. Let's go ahead and pick up that one that fell on the floor. All right. Goodness gracious. Let's see what we have for you, Aries. All right. First, we have vulnerability. Oh, look at that artwork. Is it not beautiful? And here's the back. Feel free to pause the video at any time to look at the backs of these cards, because I'm going to show them for a couple of seconds before I read them. When we are truly honest with ourselves in all our facets, we are vulnerable. That honesty is an important step in discovering our shadows and bringing them into the light for healing. When we share our vulnerabilities with others, we allow them to glimpse a deeper part of ourselves. Be vulnerable with yourself and others. It may be time to step into the role of healer and hold space. Holding space means being fully present without judgment, in a way that provides a safe and nurturing environment. Here, guards are dropped, a deeper level of awareness and relating can unfold, and profound healing takes place. So, universe is calling you, Aries, to be vulnerable at this time. Seeing as you're a fire sign, I am also a fire sign myself. I am a Leo. We like to keep our guard up. We don't like to let a lot of people into our lives, and with some people, rightly so, because there are some people that are just energy vampires, they're toxic, and they don't even deserve a place in your life. But for the people that really have your best interests at heart, that want to help you, that want to see you grow, it is imperative that you are vulnerable with them, especially during this time. So not just be vulnerable with that person or said people, but be vulnerable with yourself. Hold space for yourself. And hold space so that you can allow yourself to delve deep within yourself and to heal those parts of yourself that need healing. Okay? Vulnerability isn't just with others, it's with yourself too, and not holding yourself back from feeling certain emotions or from dealing with certain things within yourself because you don't want to feel those emotions, or you don't feel like you can hold space, or you don't feel protected within yourself, because you are very protected within yourself, especially within yourself. And you should trust yourself more than you trust anybody on the face of this planet. Okay? So overall message here is to be vulnerable. Whatever that means for you, with whoever that means for you, take that as it resonates. But it is time to open yourself up and to be vulnerable. There are people that want to help you if you will only let them. Okay? The sound of the universe. This card signifies those pivotal moments that transcend belief, remind us of a greater reality, and influence us so that life will never be the same again. It symbolizes the sound of the universe. Having your world shaken up even a little can invite a closer glimpse of the great mystery of life. There are myriad ways, I hope I pronounced that right, ways to peek behind the veil of the mundane. Ecstatic dance, spiritual exploration, and creative pursuits are just a few. Aim to imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. Listen for the hidden music, harmony, and wonder of your multidimensional world. So universe is calling you now to be more aware of the sounds of the universe. Sounds of the universe aren't just noises, aren't just the things that you hear around you. It's the sounds that you hear and feel within yourself. Okay? It doesn't necessarily need to be something outside. It can be something inside as well. Athena, no. My cat is looking at me because she wants to get up here. I told you guys, it's only a matter of time before one of my cats decides to get up here during a reading. So, bear with me, please. So, anyhow, listen for those sounds, for those messages that you hear, whether it is outside or on the inside, and especially on the inside, because we tend to hear, something or someone say a specific, I told you. Okay, wow, that was a lot. Well, everyone meet my cat Athena. That was Athena. And I tried to make her getting down from the table as graceful as possible, but as you can see, that didn't work out so well. So, anyhow, as I was saying, listen to the things on the outside, but especially on the inside, because we tend to hear a word or a phrase being said, or to hear a certain vibration in us that we don't really trust because we feel like, oh, it might be in our head, or, it's not valid. It very much is valid, and that is the universe saying, hey, I'm here. Please listen to the message that I have to give you. Please listen to the things that I want to say to you. Okay? So it also stops you from getting into this mundane place in life and allows things to be shaken up in a positive manner. So instead of things just hitting you all at once, you can tune into these things slowly but surely and see how it opens up a new world for you. And it allows you to explore and to delve into more creative pursuits and to stop worrying about the world and what the world thinks, and to focus on yourself and your happiness and your joy and your light. Okay? So, once again, universe is calling you to listen out for these things. Listen for these messages within and without. And that is going to create a wonderful path for you, Aries. Okay? But you have to listen. Listen. Our ancient future. An ancient remembering is emerging. Seed crystals and the knowledge they are imbued with are becoming unearthed. Those who see a better future are not just dreaming. Their hearts and minds are hearkening to the core of earth-based traditions to bring through knowledge that will help shift this paradigm into balance. This card is imbued with activations, and you are being showered with blessings in preparation for a transformation. It may be turbulent at times, but you will grow and heal through the coming journey. You can navigate a situation you have no experience with by being truly present. Integrity and intuition will guide you. So right now, while we are going through this great awakening process, a lot of things are being unearthed, including ancient knowledge that we haven't had in a long time, and activations that are happening within us to allow things to manifest more easily and more quickly, and allow us to get in touch with these higher gifts that we should be receiving. So allow that to prepare you for this transformation that is going on within each and every one of us, whether we really know it or not. But this is the universe's way of telling you, yes, it is happening, and here is the time to prepare. And even though transition can be a little difficult at times, it is necessary for true growth and to receive the blessings that you are supposed to receive in this lifetime, including your spiritual gifts, your talents, whatever that means for you. And it will also help you get in touch with your intuition so that you can navigate through these trials and tribulations and just life in general more easily and better. Okay? And that will go hand in hand with everything else. Especially with hearing the sounds of the universe, because you getting more in touch with your intuition will allow you to trust yourself more. And when you hear these incoming messages, you will be more open and willing to receive them. So overall, know that this is a transitionary and a transformative phase for a lot of people right now, and for you, Aries. And this is going to help you to open those channels up to receive your gifts, to receive your blessings, your creative talents, to be more vulnerable, to hear sounds of the universe, and to just bring all of that together within yourself. Okay? Oh, I am so sorry. I have not even been showing the cards the way that I'm supposed to. So this is the sound of the universe. This is the front. Beautiful, beautiful. And I'm going to hold this here for a few seconds. I'm sorry, guys. My cat has the zoomies, so she's all over the place right now. All of you cat owners, you'll understand. And I don't want to redo the reading simply because my cat is being a cat, so. Here is our ancient future. And here's the back. And finally, awakened awareness. I think that was that at the front of the deck when we started? I don't know. I thought it was. I thought I saw it at one point. There are many levels of awakening. Keep learning and putting yourself into situations where you can grow. Stay aligned with your inner guidance and do what you love to keep your vibe high. Seek not instant pleasure, but substantial and sustainable joy. Eat healthily, keep your body active, and have life goals, but with enough space to hear the answers to your prayers. Find your unique way to connect to the divine inside you, not as an external seeking, but as a receptive allowing. Be inspired to see the question at hand with a different perspective. Look between the lines for a deeper interpretation. Wow. So again, going hand in hand with majority of these cards, actually, right now is a time for you, Aries, where there is a big spiritual awakening happening. And whether you know it or not, or whether you're really trying to accept it or not, it is happening. And it would behoove you to be more receptive and be more opening to these activations happening for you. Universe is telling you not only to allow this to happen, but better ways to allow that to happen are to do just as the card says, to eat healthy, keep active, make sure that you have goals, but that you're not clouding yourself so much with them and clouding your mind and what's the word that I'm looking for? And overworking yourself to the point where you don't hear the answers to what the next step is that you need to take for said goal, or that you don't hear the universe speaking to you in regards to giving you advice on how to push forward with these goals. Okay? So, again, going hand in hand with majority of these cards, actually, right now is a time for you, Aries, where there is a big spiritual awakening happening. And whether you know it or not, or whether you're really trying to accept it or not, it is happening. And it would behoove you to be more receptive and be more opening to these activations happening for you. Universe is telling you not only to allow this to happen, but better ways to allow that to happen are to do just as the card says, to eat healthy, keep active, make sure that you have goals, but that you're not clouding yourself so much with them and clouding your mind and what's the word that I'm looking for? And overworking yourself to the point where you don't hear the universe speaking to you in regards to giving you advice on how to push forward with these goals. Okay? So Look inside yourself to find these things. Allow yourself to be receptive and open, and look at things from a new perspective. This is what's going to allow these things to happen. When you look between the lines, when you allow yourself to hear the sounds of the universe, when you allow yourself to open that channel of vulnerability, all of these things are going to go hand in hand to help you move forward in this time period for you right now, and to help you push forward with your goals and with taking care of you, and not just your physical, but your spiritual as well. So universe is calling you to awaken that awareness within yourself. It's time. It is time for you to transform, to blossom, and to have that spiritual awakening that you so desperately need right now. Okay? All right. The second deck that we're going to be using is Wisdom of the House of Night. Now, I like this deck because it is a little darker when it comes to the colors and the artwork. You know, no dark vibes. We don't do dark vibes here. And I think I was called to using this deck today because it is spooky season, along with, you know, putting this beautiful Scully on my table. I love skulls. And I do believe that this is... I don't know if it's bloodstone or if it's dragon's blood. Please forgive me and correct me in the comments if you know exactly what stone this is. But anyway, she's beautiful. She wanted to make an appearance for the Halloween spooky season, and so did this deck of cards. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, universe, what do we have for Aries for our mid-month check-in for October? Let's get some cards for mid-month check-in for October. Anything else for Aries? All right, let's do one more. Anything else for Aries for their mid-month check-in for October? All right, that's it. Bottom of the deck, honesty. Ooh, universe is calling you to be honest about something. Maybe it's with yourself or with someone else, but honesty is the name of the game here. All right, reminder. Let's see what that's all about. Number 28. My child, sometimes I need to remind you of a lesson you have already learned. When I provide you with a familiar situation, will you follow the same path blindly or choose another direction? When you draw the symbol for reminder, you are being asked to remember all that you have learned about life and love up until now. Don't forget what you know already, as it isn't necessary to learn the same thing twice. Then again, how else do you learn? Keep the faith and be good to yourself. You can always start again if you make a mistake. If you stumble, I will surely catch you. Remember what you know. So, universe is telling you that if you feel like a cycle is being repeated, to pay attention to that and ask yourself what you can do differently. What have you learned from the similar cycle to where you can choose a different path in this next one that you're going through? Okay, so sometimes we need to go through the cycle more than once to realize that it's a pattern and to realize that something needs to change. But for some of you, something only needs to be done one time. And then when you find yourself in a very similar situation, you're like, oh, wait a minute, I see this, I see what's happening, and I don't want to take the same path again. So again, take that how it resonates, whatever that means for you. But whatever it is that you're going through that feels like a repeated cycle, that is because in a lot of ways it is. And the universe is calling you to ask what you can do differently. What have you learned from the past situation that you can take with you to move forward in a different, more positive direction for this one? And of course, we all make mistakes. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it. First of all, give yourself a pat on the back for the courage that it took to make that decision in the first place. for you to have the opportunity to stumble and take it as a learning experience and move forward in a different direction. Move forward with a different point of view, like that Awaken Awareness was saying. At least I think that that's the one that said that. But move forward with a different point of view. And that's going to help you to navigate the situations that you need to navigate through at this time. Okay? But do your very best to see where that stumbling took place the first time, and do your best not to do it again. And to, to see that and to know, hey, I see this as a repeated cycle. Let's try to do something different this time. Okay? And finally, we have our messages from Spirit. So let's go ahead and get some cards of advice for Aries. Spirit, what do you have for Aries? Wow. That's great. I told you I can't make this thing up about the shuffling, guys. It's amazing. All right. Bottom of the deck. Keep a journal of your thoughts, dreams, and other epiphanies. That is a very important thing, especially right now, because we're all having a lot of downloads and we're all going through these epiphanies and realizing things day after day after day in split seconds. So if you get a specific thought or an epiphany, you might not understand it fully now, but if you write it down, there may be a point in your life that you get to where you go back to that and you say, oh my God, I understand what this means now. Okay? All right, let's see what we have for you, Aries. Spirit is ready to offer you guidance. All it requires is an open mind and a request for assistance. Self-explanatory. Spirit, your spirit guides, what have you, they're all ready to assist you right now in this spiritual awakening, in guiding you along your path, in giving you these messages. But you have to be willing to be open to receiving them. You also have to ask for help, because the one thing that they cannot interfere with is our free will. And if you don't ask, you will not receive that guidance. And the universe really wants to give it to you. Your spirit guides are aching to help you right now, but you've got to be willing to do that. So be open to receiving this assistance, because it's here. And again, the universe wants to guide you through this, but you have to be willing to ask and be willing to receive and be willing to open that channel to really being in touch with your intuition, so much to the point that you see these signs and synchronicities, and you see and hear these messages that are meant for you, that are going to help you continue on with your goals, with your dreams, with your passions, with your life and your spiritual awakening. Okay? Our souls are evolving and learning lessons. Wow, I was just talking about this. Sometimes, we have difficult past karma to work through. Acknowledge your difficulties and heal from them. Wow, this goes back to a lot of what I was just saying here. So not only, again, are we and you specifically evolving right now, now is a big time for that, but remember that karma is cyclical as well. What you've done in a past life is going to come back to you. And that honestly goes hand in hand with making the decisions when you see a repeated cycle, because a repeated cycle is something that you might have gone through now, or something that you might have gone through in a past life. But let's narrow the aspect just a little bit and say that it just applies to right now. Okay, so that karma's coming back to see what you're going to do to release it, and to see if you're going to make a decision to be able to move forward and release it and not have to do the same thing over and over and over again. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, this is your time to learn from these past things and to learn from the past karma, so that you can more easily move forward, so that you can heal and move forward. Okay, a big name of the game here is this healing energy that comes with that vulnerability, and that comes with awakening and making sure that you heal these things within yourself, so that you have more of an open channel to receive these things. Okay, so remember that you're evolving, you're growing, you're learning lessons, and acknowledge the way that these things might be difficult to navigate through, and learn from them. Learn from the past decisions that you've made that have brought you to this cyclical pattern again, so that then you can do something different and you can move forward in a more positive way. All right? And finally, your family loves you and can offer you the support you seek. Okay? So, I'm not saying that not everybody's family loves them, but I am getting the message here from Spirit that, you know, some of you might not have that. Some of you might not have that support from at least your blood relatives anyway, or they might not be on this physical plane anymore. They might have moved on. You might not have known them. Whatever the case is for you, take it how it resonates. But family, remember, family does not have to be just strictly blood. When we refer to family, it is the feeling of being family. It is who proves themselves to be family to you. It can be a group of friends, it can be actual family, it can be a significant other, whatever that means for you, whoever you feel those closest family ties to, that is what this means, okay? Because I don't want to be exclusive with talking about just blood relative family members, because I do understand that not everybody either has that support system or even has a family around to have that support system. So whoever that family is for you, that is what the universe means by that family loves and supports you and can give you that love and support that you seek. Again, you have to be open. Wow. I can't speak today. You have to be open to receive that assistance, not just from your guides, not just from the universe, but from those people. And maybe that is the universe's way of giving you guidance through someone else. Okay? So do not be closed-minded to that. Remember what the definition of family is. It's not just blood. That is whoever you feel in your heart is your family. Okay? And be willing to receive that love and support from all parties involved. They're all just here to help you. Okay? All right, Aries, that is what I have for you for our mid-month check-in. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all at the beginning of November, okay? Bye-bye.